Hi, Diane Rolston here, your entrepreneurial coach, providing clarity, giving you confidence, and getting you into action. And today I want to talk about how awesome it is to be afraid. Being fearful actually is awesome. Why the reason? Well, so many people focus on how they don't want to be afraid or how fear is holding them back. But what if fear was telling you that on the other side, there's going to be a great success? Would that make it more enjoyable? Would that give you something to look forward to? Now, I'm not talking about the fear of a lion in front of us or the fear of going into a burning building, okay? I'm not talking about danger fear. I'm talking about just that fear we have when we're like, oh my gosh, I could never email that person and ask them for a coffee date. I could never cold call that customer I really want. I wouldn't never want to speak in front of people because I'm scared. What I want you to think about is actually that being afraid allows us to have a better celebration. Okay, I'll kind of give you an idea of this. I was at a workshop about 6 months ago now, and there was some activity that we did that was quite fearful. Now, a lot of people, were even brought to tears in the amount of fear. They were shaking. They really didn't want to do it. And maybe that's how you feel when you do public speaking as well. Now, I had set myself up so much. I was able to control my emotions. I was able to really get into my head and get through whatever we had to do. Now, what happened when I got to the other side of the activity? It was pretty anticlimactic. Yep. Other people were cheering when they did it. Other people were high-fiving. I almost had to fake that enthusiasm. I feel like I missed out because I didn't allow myself to feel the fear. Now, in public speaking, I get nervous before I talk. I get nervous before I lead a group of dynamic women. I get nervous and I feel fearful and afraid sometimes when I make that big call, when I ask for that client. So what I do is I feel the fear and I do it anyway. You've probably heard that expression before, right? And what that does for me is it keeps me on my game. It tells me that what I'm doing is so important. It helps me to be prepared rather than be apathetic and not really care about the outcome. So every time I go and present, I think, oh, what's this fear telling me? It's telling me I really want to do a good job. It's telling me that I really want to provide service to this client. It's telling me that what I have to say is important and I don't want to mess it up. And then what happens on the flip side? If my fear, your fear, is to this level, the celebration is going to be to this level. If your fear is here, the celebration maybe feels here. And I'm not saying that you need to increase your fear. No. What I'm saying to you is don't freak out and have this fear and then not do it. Feel the fear, do it anyway, and you'll get a bigger reward. I see this in my clients all the time. And when something's easy, we're like, whatever, no big deal. But if somebody else were in your shoes, like, man, if I did that, I'd be so scared, they would say. So that reward you're going to get, that celebration you get, is going to be equal or even more as a reward to facing that fear. So what do you need to do? Get into action, make it happen. But listen to what the fear is telling you first. And then when you get to the other side and you've done whatever it is that you were fearful of, celebrate it, okay? Reward yourself. That'll be the motivation for when you face another fear, because your inner self will go, you know what? There's going to be goodness on the other side. So whatever it is that you're going to do, make sure you plan your celebration ahead of time. Sounds fun, right? So maybe it's like, okay, if I give that big presentation, then that night I'm going to plan to go out with my girlfriends and share a bottle of wine. Maybe that's it. Or, oh, if I do that and then this happens and then I'm going to go to the spa. Okay, so have something there to pull you through that fear, to motivate you to continue, and I hope you'll face it so that that reward on the other side is just as juicy as the amount of fear that you had. Okay, now if you do something and you get over your fear and you reward yourself, let me know by commenting below. And if you like this video and want to see or listen to me again, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Coach Diane Rolston. Make sure you head on over to DianeRolston.com so that you can get my life balance quiz and continue to be updated with tips and tricks like this for your life and your business. So until next time, stay in action. Signing off. Bye-bye.